Hello and welcome back to Kinsey Lo. So this week I am doing Lauren's makeup, which I haven't done in years, literally.
Literally years.
So this will be really fun. I feel like for the most part we like the same kind of colors, but I used a palette that she doesn't have and doesn't normally use, and just try to switch things up a little bit. So if you want to see how we get this eye look,
keep on watching.
Okay, so Lauren already put her foundation and primer and powder on because we're not the same skin tone, so it's just So I'm going to start with eyes, and I'm going to use the Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Eye Primer. I discovered this through Lauren because I ran out. I'm a diehard NARS Pro Prime fan, but Lauren used this, and I was like, you know what, I'm feeling adventurous. I'm going to try something new.
It is so good. And, I hate to say that I like it more than the NARS one, but I do.
And then I tried to choose an eyeshadow palette that I knew Lauren didn't have, so I was giving her something a little different. So I'm using the Dose of Colors Desi X Katie Friendcation palette. Look how pretty it is.
Did you buy it because it has Katie in it?
No.
I guess she spells your name.
I just like Desi and Katie. And I think they're great.
It is so pretty. I remember when Katie got this and she was really excited, and I swatched it immediately. I just went over there and was like, but they were so pretty. I was like, can you put this on my eyes sometime? Thanks.
Yes. So now I am.
Dreams do come true.
I'm gonna go in with the first color in the palette called Basic. Love it.
Because that's who we are.
For sure. And I'm just gonna take, it's like a Real Technique setting brush. It's technically a face brush, but when I'm just setting my eyeshadow primer, who cares? You know?
Who cares?
So I just take that all over. Going with the color Necessary as my transition shade, and I'm just taking a fluffy brush.
Is that
It's like a medium brown.
Oh yeah. Love that. Katie and I both do exactly what she's doing right now. Almost always.
So I'm just taking this into the crease as a transition shade, and I also kind of blend it onto the outer corner just to start adding some depth and something to blend into out there too. So hot tip, I always have a plain blending brush with in my hand while I'm doing it, so I can always, and the transition brush. So as I'm blending in darker colors, I can always go back and fix the edges and just make sure everything's seamlessly blended.
That is a hot tip.
Yeah. So then I'm right? Then I'm going to go in with the colors Churro and Girl Bye.
I love these names.
I know. And kind of mix them together because I'm feeling kind of warm vibes with your sweater and everything. And when do we not want warm vibes?
I'm all about that.
And I'm going to focus this more on the outer corner first and then gradually bring it into the crease. And I'm going to keep this on the outside because I don't want the inner part of her eye to get too dark. And then go back in with my transition brush to further blend it all together. Okay, so that's kind of all I'm doing with the crease because I like keeping it simple.
Love it.
I don't like 18 different eyeshadows, it's just too much work. Now I'm going to go in with the color Just a Kiss, which is this really light sparkly shade. And I'm going to take a flat shader brush and then some setting spray or mixing medium or whatever just to make it more vibrant.
Wetting your brush can make any eyeshadow you have really, sparkle.
Just vibrant.
Yeah,
it brings out the colors and it makes it kind of pop more. So let's see.
And if you don't have something like this, you can use water too.
Yeah, for sure.
Just normal water.
Okay, so I put that color on her inner lid, and it's just kind of blending in with the outer colors. But I always take my transition brush again and just blend right in here in the edges, just so there's no harsh line of wow, glitter versus not. Because we don't need that. We don't like harsh lines.
No.
But it's just such a pretty pop. This is a really good color.
I feel like you have, because you're an artist, being a designer.
Yeah.
You just really have an eye for,
Oh, thanks.
the colors and your technique.
Okay, so that's it for eyeshadow on the top. Now I'm going to go on the bottom lid, or the lash line, I guess. I'm going to take one of these flat little stiff brushes, And I'm going to go in, so much glitter. Going first with the color Necessary, which was the light brown that we used first as our transition shade in the cup. And I'm just going to push this, actually you might be more tan than I think you are. On me this color is like so dark, but on you this is like a dark brown on me. Now I'm going to take the two darker colors that I used in the crease and I'm going to put that on the outer corner, smudging it really close into the lash line, just getting it right on in there. And then we'll go back and blend later. So like right now it looks kind of harsh and that's super fine. Okay. So now I'm taking this like kind of short, stubby, fluffy brush. And I take a little bit of Basic, which was just the color I used to set, because I feel like it blends better if there's just a little something on the brush. But this is such a neutral color that it's not going to drag it down and make you look tired or your eyes dark or anything like that.
Wouldn't want that.
No one needs that. I'm just going to buff it out. Are your eyes okay?
Sorry, my eyes are just sensitive, so
I know.
I'm freaking out.
Oh, that's my favorite part.
I'm like trying not to blink, but I know I'm not succeeding.
And as you're buffing it, if you feel like you need a little bit more of the dark because it kind of buffed away or anything like that, then you can just like keep adding and buffing until you feel like you have reached your desired level of darkness.
Oh my god, I didn't mean to look and then I accidentally did.
Do you like it?
It looks really pretty. Yeah. It looks gorgeous.
You could add, okay, this would be really pretty with a winged eyeliner if you're in that mood, or you could take a brown pencil and smudge it into the upper lash line, and that would be really cute and smoky, and I like that idea too, but I don't have the right colored brown that I want. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to do eyeliner today.
That's fine.
Okay, so now we're going to do bronzer. I'm using the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Paint Bronzing Powder in shade 3. And I go in with like a smaller blush brush to really focus. And I'm going to go on the temples, really work it in there.
Is this a good color on me?
Yeah, I'm actually surprised it's showing up as much as it is because I use it on me.
My Eastern Island tan.
Right. And then I kind of drag it, whatever's left over on my brush, I drag it down. And then I pick up a little more and kind of use this as a little contour. Okay, I got a darker bronzer.
We're back.
So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. I'm going to take one of the bronzer shades.
Classic.
It's really good.
I know I've made it when people ask my friend, like friends of friends, go, how is Lauren so tan all the time? And I'm like...
Okay, so now I'm going to go in with NARS Madly Blush. Lauren and I have talked about this like multiple times, but it's really good. And I'm going to be extra and use 2 blushes. So I use this a little bit further back on the cheeks, and then I'll use a brighter one on the apples just to add a little bit more life and vibrance to her face. So you love a good life and vibrance. You actually don't need to smile for this because it's going to go further back.
Okay, Mom.
Yeah, sorry. So then I'm going to go in with the Becca blush in Flower Child. This reminds me a lot of NARS Orgasm, but it's a little bit less shimmery and a little bit more pigmented. So I'm just going to put it on her apples of her cheeks. Oh my gosh, such a fresh, happy glow. You are so pretty. Okay, so then I always, when I do blush, contour, bronzer, whatever, I always take a clean powder brush that has nothing on it. It's just like a fluffy tapered brush. And I always go around the edges because I don't like that, you know, like...
I feel that. It's a personal preference.
I mean, like, if you want that, on bellies. So I just go around the edges. I'm not trying to blend away the color, I'm just trying to blend away the edges. And then for highlight, I'm going to use the Smashbox Spotlight palette in the color Pearl. I'm like a huge... Look at that mirror. That's gross. I'm sorry.
Cute.
So much highlighter. I'm a really huge fan of the Becca highlighters and the Jeffree Star ones.
Too.
But this one I bought on a whim one day. And...
Is this Casey Holmes palette?
Yeah. This is Casey Holmes' palette with Smashbox.
She knows what she's doing.
And these are just so beautiful. They don't bring out any texture. They have the most beautiful shine.
Well, and her skin is a lot like mine. Like,
yeah.
Where there's pores, oil, sometimes.
So I'm mixing the, like, 2 colors. One's more gold, one's a little bit more pink. I like a middle shade, so I mix them. And I'm just putting this on the tops of Lauren's cheekbones. Actually, I knew I might go more just pink, because And then, do you do the tip of the nose highlight?
Always.
Always. It's a controversial thing.
Oh my god, I like am not me without it.
And then down the bridge. I do a little on the forehead too. Because I really feel like you can never be too glowy. Although,
Never.
And then I do Cupid's bow.
Me too.
I'm not into the chin highlight though.
I don't either. I don't do that either, no. No, I like think like one of the like cutest things in the world is the Cupid's bow and the tip of your nose.
I
like
agree.
highlight. Like you just look like a little bunny.
Some people are so against it.
I don't know why.
Okay, and then for Lauren's brows, I'm just gonna take a brow brush and brush them up. Do you like a messy brow or like a more defined?
I just do my brow, you know, I just feel like it's just like, I just do them. Like, you know, I just kind of fill them in. I feel like I have thick brows,
Yeah.
but like, I just try to like fill in the sparse areas to make sure they look, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you think with this look.
Okay. I like kind of like bushier, well not bushy, that's a bad word, but like, it's a horrible word for
Like,
this. Just kind of like natural like looking.
Effortless
I don't
kind of
know.
looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the Dior, I should know the name of this by now. Dior Bold Brow in the color 21. It's, I believe, the second darkest shade.
Seems about right for me.
And I'm just running this through, and I start more in the middle and then work my way out, and then I'll go back with whatever's left over on the front because I don't want the front to be too intense because that can be a lot.
I feel that. I feel like an evolution of brows is truly something else. Like I used to fill in my brows with a pencil and I don't anymore. And like I started at the front of my brow. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just like, why?
Well, because I feel like you think like, oh, where should I start? The front.
Ugh.
Okay, so we're back and Lauren put her mascara on. She is so beautiful now. Oh my gosh.
I used the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. It's so good.
It really is.
My fave.
She was putting it on. She's like, oh my gosh, this is such a good mascara.
I felt like it was like a mascara commercial where it's like the I have no mascara on versus the one that has it on. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. I'm that lash commercial.
And now we're here.
And now we're here.
So for lips, I'm going to use the ColourPop Times Square. I really like their lipsticks. They're super cheap and I think they're great.
They're good.
Okay, so liquid lipstick's on. It's drying. Last step is I'm going to take the Fenty, what is it even called? Fenty Glow. Just the original one, not the new one that she just came out with. Okay, I'm going to put this in the center.
Okay.
You know how we do.
Oh my god, this smell.
Where do those together?
Oh my god.
Just like gently. Do you like it?
It's bringing me back to something.
Okay, I thought so too.
Oh my god, what is it? Oh my god, I love it. It's like, I feel like my adolescence is flashing before my eyes.
Okay, I really like the Smashbox Primer Water. I don't like it as a primer. No. I like it as a setting spray, and I think it's really good. So I'm going to use this on Lauren. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, you know who really likes this is Casey, and she has
Yeah.
oily skin.
Okay, yeah. Okay, close your eyes. Okay, so this is the final look that I did on Lauren. It's, I don't know what we're going to call this, but maybe like warm tone fall vibe smoky eye. Well, for daytime.
Winter, it's winter now.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so this is our wintertime amped up every day, inspired by gold ribbon and cranberries, aka winter.
Okay, winter. But yeah, I think this look would, you know, work with a lot of different skin tones.
I think so too.
It's not for people who are kind of getting into makeup. It's not anything like too wild.
Yeah.
And would be flattering on a lot of people. I can't wait to get outside and wear this eyeshadow because it's,
It glitters.
it's already glittering inside, and I gotta get this baby out in the sun. But yeah, she's a really good makeup artist. Would highly
thanks.
recommend 10 out of 10.
Oh, thanks. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So I guess next week you'll see Lauren do my makeup and we'll see what she comes up with. I'm so excited.
Same. Me too. I don't know. I'm gonna have to.
You've never done my makeup.
Never.
I've only done yours.
Yeah, you guys will be seeing a tutorial next week.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. And if you guys like these makeup videos, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and we will be doing more for you.
And we will see you next week.
Bye!